The city was humming with tension, a kind of electric unease that made even the most mundane moments feel momentous. On the skyline, the lights of Washington shimmered like a battleground of power and ambition, where every move was calculated and every word could ignite a storm. In a quiet office somewhere inside the Capitol, Chuck Schumer's face was etched with a rare strain, the kind that only comes when you realize you may have underestimated an opponent. He had issued a challenge, a political bluff meant to corner a rival, but in the shadows, a force was quietly gathering to turn the tables. Donald Trump, unflinching as ever, had caught wind of Schumer's move. To the outside world, it looked like politics as usual, a high-stakes game of threats and promises, but behind closed doors, it was a battle for control, influence, and ultimately, legacy. Trump's call came unexpectedly, direct and unfiltered, piercing the corridors of power with the certainty of a man who had mastered the art of disruption. When his words reached Schumer, they landed like a thunderclap, precise, unavoidable, and almost impossibly bold. "I see your bluff," Trump said. And in that instant, the entire game shifted. Meanwhile, across town, Mamdani was already unraveling. For weeks, he had tried to maintain a facade of control, a calm demeanor masking the chaos that gnawed at the edges of his political strategies. But Trump's move hit him harder than anyone expected. He could feel it in the pit of his stomach, the uncertainty, the loss of leverage, the creeping realization that he was no longer the orchestrator of events. Every carefully laid plan seemed fragile now, every alliance vulnerable. Panic, subtle at first, began to consume him. Staff whispered in corners, strategies were hastily revised, and the walls of his carefully constructed empire started to feel more like a cage. At the same time, Kennedy was watching it all unfold with a mix of awe and calculated calm. Unlike Mamdani, he